Hey friends, Smalls here. Today I'm bringing you my very first speed build video. I'm doing a Christmas Cape Cod style cottage today with you all to get into the holiday spirit, and I'm really excited to start. So one thing about this build is I did it in Brindleton Bay. I really like kind of the coastal backdrop. For me personally, I'm from a coastal city, so it kind of speaks home. It's very homey to me. I usually don't pay too much attention to symmetry, like making sure the porch is in the front of the house and the center of the house, but Cape Cod style houses, symmetry is very big, so I tried to keep everything symmetrical. In adding the second story, I also wanted to add a set of dormers, and I was struggling a little bit to make the dormers work between the pitch of the roof and also, I wanted them to be functional for the Sims to be able to walk in. So I decided to split up the roof a little bit and then build the dormers between, and I made them a little smaller than I initially thought because the house isn't very big and it looks kind of like the dormers were going to overwhelm the roof and just be too big. So I made them 2x3 instead of 3x3, and I'm just adjusting the pitch of the roof so that it looks like one continuous roof panel, and continuing it through the back. I tried some different trims until I found one that I thought worked. And then I decided that I wanted to do a scalloped roof shingle pattern. And I chose a nice green. I want to try to keep the whole house kind of in Christmas colors. So there's a lot of white. I initially started with the door being red, and then I'm going to change it in a little bit, but there's a lot of white and red and green in this house. Adding a small bathroom behind the stairs is kind of one of the things that I do a lot. It's to make use of space that you wouldn't normally make use of maybe. And on the second story, we are going to have 2 bathrooms that go along with 2 very spacious bedrooms. In the first story, we have our kitchen. We have a large area in the front that's going to be kind of an open area where there will be both the dining area and the living room area. And then in the back right corner, I'm going to be making an office. Choosing the windows, I fell in love with the cute little green shuttered bay windows. I found the shuttered single pane windows to match. And that's when I changed the door because the red didn't really go with the green shutters, and I really like the green shutters. So I added a porch on the back with access to the backyard. And going on the front, we're doing a little landscaping now, adding a walkway, adding some garden areas. It's wintertime, but I still want I don't want the house to be totally bare with no landscaping, so I'm adding a bunch of green shrubs. They're kind of like boxed hedges, and in the back I added a few flowery shrubs just to kind of fill it in. I tried some trim on the house. It didn't really look right. I'm kind of sad about that actually, but completing the house with windows throughout, everything's got the green shuttered windows. For wallpaper, and mostly all colors throughout the house, I stuck with a red and white and green theme. So the kitchen has the green gingham plaid wallpaper with wood wainscoting, and the rest of the house has hardwood floors and striped wallpaper. I put flower wallpaper in the downstairs bathroom, and I also did the same wallpaper in one of the upstairs bedrooms. It's kind of like the feminine bedroom. And in the second bedroom, I added the hardwood floors and some yellow and red and green wallpaper. And adding some archways so that you can access all the rooms. I sometimes forget to add doors to my builds, but I added all the doors in here so everything is accessible. And I initially wanted to keep that back room kind of open, but I decided to close it in, almost make it like a back entranceway mudroom, which is also where the bathrooms gonna exit out to. I decided to do some kind of classic wooden cabinets and countertops, and I really struggled for a little while here. The thing with the shuttered windows is that they're like a two pane window, a two tile window. So I was really kind of struggling to find a way to make the cabinets work where they would come up to the window but not past the window. I think I go back and forth a couple times with that kitchen to try to make it look a little bit better with the countertops and the cabinets. And you gotta have a trash can too. You can't have a house without a trash can. One of my favorite things to do while building is to add like little knickknacks and stuff. So I'm adding the fruit bowl, and I added a antique teapot. The back room, like I said, is a mudroom, so I added a little rack for coats and shoes. And I'm installing the first, I guess it's more of a powder room than a bathroom downstairs. These kind of antique wall lamps throughout the house for light. And a chandelier on the top balcony. And here I am trying to fix those cabinets again. I ended up using move objects to kind of make like a half cabinet and fill in that space. And putting in the dining room area. I love the seasons pack. I love the cute little dining room table that it comes with. It's like already decorated for Christmas, so it was perfect. There's a lot of really cute decorations, and I tried to use as many as I could, even in spots like that you wouldn't necessarily think about using. So I wanted to put some lanterns above the dining room table and more lighting throughout the house so that it's nice and bright. I also love that little lantern in the very front of the house. It's like it's actually a light, so it's a ceiling light, but it's a little snowman. And I'm adding some accents to the dining room area that, you know, kind of make it look more like it's a cottage or it's like a more traditional style house. I changed the color of the dining room table to match the wood hutches and console tables and whatnot that I was putting throughout the house, so it, you know, it just like looked better. Adding some decor, like little Christmas cards, it really makes it feel like the house, you know, is really being lived in and it's being decorated for Christmas. I love the hanging garland, and I tried to put it everywhere that I could. And now it's time to put down the tree. I went with a pre-decorated tree, and I went with the trees that come with, I believe it's the holiday free pack. There's like these pre-strung lit trees. I put them in the front yard. And for the living room, I wanted really the tree to be the centerpiece, but we know with the Sims having Winterfest events that you need a fireplace for Father Winter to come visit you, so I added a fireplace as well. I love the white and red fireplace with all the bows. It's really cute and very festive. I'm adding some other decor like candles and the nutcrackers and more garland because we cannot get enough garland. And I'm adding a rug, and I'm adding another chair to the sitting area. I went back and forth with the rugs a lot because it always seems like there's not the right size rug for whatever room you just build. Maybe it's just me, but I hope it's not just me. And I wanted it to be red initially, but then I went with white. And I'm making the office space now. Again, kind of sticking with more traditional pieces of furniture that you would find what I would think to be like a little cottage home. Some bookshelves, and I made a little sitting area so that I'm just imagining somebody coming home and making a cup of cocoa and sitting in the office and reading a good book. So I tried to make a space that would look like that could happen. And I quickly ran out of money. I initially wanted this budget for this build to be less than $50,000, but those decorations can be expensive, man. Much like in real life, right? You think that you can just build, or you think you can decorate your house for like nothing and it just adds up in the store. Anywho, I'm I'm doing the second story bathrooms right now. I didn't do too much to the second story, to the bedrooms, decoration wise. Really kind of more in the interest of cost than anything else. I was kind of saying like, okay, like I can make the bedrooms functional with a bed and with some dressers and some nightstands, and you know, I could see people staying in that house. But the real focus, I really wanted to focus on the downstairs. And then I got a little crazy because I found this garland that'll go up against like the windows and the doors, and I decided it needed to be used everywhere. So it's on pretty much every archway. And it was in the curtain section, which I didn't expect it to be there. That's why when I saw it, I decided to like put it all throughout the whole house. And more curtains in the bedroom, making it like, you know, more cozy. And now I am adding some lamps and bedside tables to the 2 bedrooms upstairs. I really like the dresser that I put in the pink room, I'm gonna call it. It's like a white dresser. It's very cute and very cottage-y to me. And what Christmas cottage would be complete without presents? So I just really went all out with the presents. There are 4 huge piles of presents in this house. And this is what the house looked like after I had my sim decorated. It looks super festive and super cute. I'm really happy with how it came out, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked this video, you can leave me a comment. You can go ahead and like this video. And if you'd like to see more speed builds from me in the future, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel and make sure you select the notification button so you know when I post the next one. If you'd like to download this house, I put it up on the gallery, which is my origin ID simmingsmalls right here on the screen. Thank you so much and happy holidays.